Welcome to our next tutorial. Today's tutorial is going to be all about launch game. Previously we saw quiz management and the Hive. So you've seen the back end, and that's how you set up the game in the back end. But now we're going to move into play game. Let's launch the game. We can find the quiz that we want. Let's go with hashtag quiz social media test. Let's go next. Now there is only one round. If you did have more than one round, these would show here. So it'd be round one, do the settings on round one, round two, do the settings on round two, etc. Again, we've got some defaults. We can add them all to rounds. Here is where you change your game makeup. If you want to do a different style of game, here's where you can do it. Now, quiz is the usual one. Quiz is questions and points for correct answers, etc. Killer is something else. Killer's a knockout tournament. And evil is where we give people 10 points. If they answer incorrectly, we take off them 10 points. So we're being evil. There's going to be many more, but we're just going to show you the normal one at the moment. We can override the default points here if you want to. So I'm going to want my default points down to 10 points per question. If we want to override the default times, we've got the times here as well. So again, I'm going to want 10 seconds. Next up, if we want to award bonus points right here, all we need to do is describe what number of teams do we want to give bonus points to. The maximum team number is 10. And as you can see, all the way down here, you've got 10. It's open boxes and do it as you like. If you only want 4, then 4 boxes. And you can award points for the fastest. You can award points for the 4th fastest. You can award points for the 10th fastest. And you can choose whatever points you want to award as well. But there is only going to be one team playing today, and that's going to be myself. And I'm going to be playing myself just to show you how it all works. So if I'm the fastest, I want to get 5 bonus points, for instance. Then we click next. Here is where, if you had created an event, this is where you would link your event. I don't have any events, so I can't link an event. Events, the way you set it up, it's got loads more settings. We'll be doing that and how to set up events in another video. Events is really cool though. You can charge people for tickets. You can share your link. People can buy tickets. They automatically log into their account and just click join. It's really, really, really simple. Sounds. So Sounds has its own tutorial video. So does Delay, which is the next option. I don't need a delay in this scenario because I'm just on one video showing everything exactly how it works. Then we move to launch game and click start. Yay! Right, so as you will see here, this is what we call a lobby. We've got the quiz name up at the top. So when you go to HQFM, you have the host login and you have the player login. You want to tell them to log into the player login. So go to login. Here's where we can log in. If you've not logged in before, they need to go to register. If they have logged in before and they've got the password and etc., then they can go here. You can also log in as well with Facebook and Google if you so desire. We've got 2 ways. We've got play, where we can put in the game code, which is how we're going to do it. And this is the events, okay? This is the events. So if you've bought a ticket for an event, all your events will show below here. And that's where you can click join and get people in. We need to go to game code 1002. Join game. It searches game. Team name. I'm just going to call myself Richard. Number of players. The player, what they have here is they have lots and lots of different options to choose as their buzzers, as I said earlier on. We've done a full buzzer tutorial, but this pretty much just shows you how a player would enter a game if you chose the buzzers. So I'm going to choose that. I want Disney's A Whole New World as my buzzer. Let's go next. Right. So I'm now waiting for the host. And if you can see on the host screen, that is where I will accept them in and accept join. Now waiting for the game to start. Let's start the game and see what happens with the keypad. On the player side of things, you've got connected. So the player knows if they're connected at all points to our server. If they disconnect for a moment, it won't allow them to play again until they're on the next question. And this stops people from going away from their game page to search the internet for answers to the questions and things like that. It keeps game integrity. So, round 1 of question 1 of 10, letter, question type. So it's a letter question type. This is a great page. This is a page before I'm playing the question and sending all the information out to the user. So what I can do with this page is I can edit most of the stuff on it. If I've made an error on game launch and I've set my time limit to infinity and I don't want it to infinity, I wanted it 10 seconds, this is where I can update the settings. If I spot a spelling mistake and the question is wrong, we can lift it up and we can change the information that's displayed in it. I'll give away the correct answer, and again we can change this information here too if we notice that the answer is wrong. This is the display. It's up to you how much information you decide to give them, because this is just for you. This is how do you want to do it. I mean, we would usually read the question out. So once we hit play question, the question gets sent through to everybody that's around. We personally would read out the question, but the question's on the user's device. You don't necessarily have to. They already know what it is and they already understand it. On the player's side, there's a 10-second countdown. So we've chosen 10 seconds. We've sent everything through to the phones at the moment. The next one is start timer, and it launches the way to answer as well for the people. Let's start the question.
10.
There's a few things that have happened on the screen that I'd like to tell you about. As soon as the last person answers the question, the timer stops. When we were delivering the question, we deliver the question as a QWERTY keyboard. We chose QWERTY because it's what everybody is used to. And if you look at how you text, this size is exactly the same as how you would text. The whole background goes green for a correct answer or red for an incorrect answer. If you don't answer at all, it just stays the same, but it will mark you wrong. Okay, excellent. So as you see, it's rings in the center with an R with a green background. That was all correct. Let's move on. So at the end of the game, we've got Leaderboard All, where we send a leaderboard through to everybody else, which is fantastic. Our options from here are Facebook, to share the scoreboard to Facebook. That takes a picture of the scoreboard for you and shares it all to Facebook. Or dashboard. Okay, that's how we go to the dashboard. Also as well, we have share and we have dashboard for the player too. So that can share it, and dashboard, it just takes us back to the play game dashboard. Here as well, dashboard just takes us back to the dashboard. So hopefully that's been a useful tutorial about what happens during and how to play the hashtag quiz HQFM game.